The top 40 albums of 1985 according to Ultimate Classic Rock. This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean fucking Morrison. That's right, I'm the curse today. I really don't fucking care, but how's everybody doing today? This is coming as published by Michael Galuzzi in the Ultimate Classic Rock page. And he's talking about the top 40 albums of 1985. And he brings up a point where the decade center year of the 80s, 1985, was caught between movements, styles, and trends. And he gives a list of the top 40 albums of 1985. And I'm just cracking up at this list. At number 40, he comes out with the Twisted Sister album, Come Out and Play. Oh, I always like the stuff on this album, even though some people weren't fond with their cover of the song "Leader of the Pack." But many years later, I found out that was a cover song they did in when they were in the bar scene. Number 39, a band called the Jesus and Mary Chain with a song called "Psycho Candy." Honestly, never listened to the Jesus and Mary Chain. They always had like an underground following. This wasn't my cup of tea. Number 38, they put the Eurythmics album "Be Yourself Tonight," and they had Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, for this. They had a song on it called "Sisters Are Doing." Honestly, don't remember much off this album, except for that song "Would I Lie to You?" Oh, brother. Then we have the Megadeth album at number 37, "Killing Is My Business," and "Business Is Good." Number 36, one that probably I can care less about, the Beach Boys album called "The Beach Boys." This is before they had that Aruba song or whatever.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 second.
This is 1985. We got John Mackey in the background. This was still a few years from Kokomo. What do you got to say?
Oh, so Good Vibrations wasn't on this one?
Good Vibrations from the 60s.
All right.
Right. I don't know honestly what was on this album at the moment as I'm reading the list, but this is from 1985. I don't even know.
I'm sorry, hon. I didn't hear the beginning.
No, you have every right to listen. Number 35, we have the Dio album "Sacred Heart," which was the final album of Vivian Campbell on guitar, but great album with Rock and Roll Children, "Hungry for Heaven," great songs. The title track "Sacred Heart," great fucking album. And of course, so number 34, the Starship album "Knee Deep in the Hoopla," with the number one hits "Sarah" as well as "We Built This City." There was a rock song on there called "Rock Myself to Sleep." If you look at some clips on YouTube, they're still there. You can see Dee Snider making a special guest appearance with Starship, singing "Rock Myself to Sleep" with Grace Slick, and this song was originally done by April Wine, which I found out years later. "Simple Minds," of course, comes in at number 33 with the "Once Upon a Time" album. And you remember that song, "Let's Forget About Me," but this one had the song "Alive and Kickin'," or should we say "Alive and Crappin'." Number 32 is "Power Windows" from Rush. Always liked this album. Always liked this album, especially that song "The Big Money," "Manhattan Project." They were also good. Hucksta Du with an album called "Flip Your Wig." Well, you can flip your wig. I never listened to it, so don't know. And honestly, don't care at the moment. Then we had the Anthrax album "Spreading the Disease," which came in number 30, which had some good thrashing stuff on it. Number 29, "Doggy Dog" from Joni Mitchell. I know who Joni Mitchell is, but I don't listen to her. The Firm's self-titled album called "The Firm," which was Paul Rodgers and Jimmy Page, who did a couple albums together. And of course, they had that song "Radioactive." But everybody knows I don't listen to anything with Paul Rodgers anymore these days. Number 27, The Cult with the Love album, has some stuff here and there. Then also number 26, "New Day Rising" from Husker Du, Boo Hoo. The "She's the Boss" album from Mick Jagger, the solo album. I remember that song "Just Another Night," which was a top 10 single. The Pogues with "Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash." Don't know much about them at all, but I know who the band is. Number 23, the Halloween album from Slayer. I don't listen to thrash metal, but people do. Tom Waits album at number 22, Rain Dogs. It's raining dogs right now because I don't know a damn song off the album. Number 21, Theater of Pain. And of course, that has the song Home Sweet Home on it. Then the Replacements, I never really listened to them, but they have an album at number 20 called Tim. Oh, brother. Then we have Listen Like These of 19 with In Excess, which had a lot of good songs on it. And they did have that song, what the hell is it? I have to look This Time, and of course the title track. Then we have Bob Dylan's Empire Burlesque. Oh, brother. Don't really remember that album. Oh, God. No Jacket Required from Phil Collins. You know what songs were on there. You know, they were what they were. I think that's the one with Susudio, Janaki, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And One More Night. Then at number 16 was the Rat album Invasion of Your Privacy, which features the top 40 single Lay It Down, the songs You're in Love. The whole album is actually very good. Always comes on Sirius XM's Classic Rock. I'm sorry, the Hair Nation Deep Cuts channel. They play almost every song on there. Got Me on the Line when the phone rings. It's just a fucking great album. Southern Accents, number 15 from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I think that's a great album. Then we have, who is this one? Number 4, wait, why isn't this moving? We had Southern Accents from Tom Petty. Number 14, The Cure with The Head on the Door. Okay, you can take the head and leave the door and exit now. I can care less. New Order with the album Low Life at number 13. Don't know much about them, don't care. Fables of the Reconstruction at number 12 from REM. Don't listen to them. Actually, the live album from Iron Maiden, Live After Death, actually made this chart. And of course, if you like Iron Maiden, you're going to like them. Number 10, the Kiss album Asylum with the song Tears Are Falling. Number 9, the comeback album from John Fogerty, Center Field, which has one of my favorite John Fogerty songs of all time, which is the song Rock and Roll Girls.
Great song.
Yes, it is. And number 8 from ZZ Top, I know Janaki's going to like this one, the Afterburner album. With the sleeping bag. Is that the one with Velcro fly on it, I think? Yes. Then we have Kate Bush, number 7, with Hounds of Love. Number 8, Prince and the Revolution, Around the World in a Day. And I actually did own this cassette. I will admit it. I'm not knocking the fact that I got it. Just whatever. I remember years later that song Diamonds and Pearls used to be played on a radio station, Kiss FM, like 3 times a day. Number 5, the Talking Heads, Little Creatures. Number 4, the Aerosmith album, Done with Mirrors. That was their first album they did with Joe Perry and Steven Tyler back together, but that wasn't the one that broke them multi-platinum. This album went gold. Obviously, the song "But the Music Do the Talking," which was originally done with the Joe Perry project. I remember Done with Mirrors. Then we have the John Cougar Mellencamp's album Scarecrow. Oh God, he's a scarecrow these days. He scares everybody out of his concerts. Number 2, Tears for Fears, song from The Big Chair. And I don't remember was this the one with Sowing the Seeds of Love? I don't remember. But if that's the one, then that's the one with Sowing the Seeds of Love. I know they had 2 out. They had an album after that. But either way, that's number 2. And number 1, believe it or not, Brothers in Arms from Dire Straits.
Really?
Yes. I'm not saying I'm not major fan of Dire Straits. I respect their music because it's good. But the Money for Nothing, of course, is the one a lot of people more know. Walk of Life. A lot of good songs on it. And that's number 1 there. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Show Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out there subscribed, we thank you very much for the continued love, honor, and support. It is greatly appreciated. And why wasn't there one fucking Bon Jovi album on this? Are you being prejudiced, Ultimate Classic Rock? I do not understand. So there it is. According to Ultimate Classic Rock, the top 40 the top 40 albums of 1985. Why there isn't any Bon Jovi on there, I really don't fucking know. It's what?
That's nuts.
It's nuts. I think it's fucking bullshit. But what the fuck do you think, friends? Leave your comments here. Shame. Shame. Shame.